So, hi guys, how's everyone doing? So it's the month of August. As we know, it's the World Breastfeeding Week earlier this month. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to see a lot of efforts. Yeah, a lot of effort being put in to promote the benefits. Yeah, the great benefits of breastfeeding, and at the same time, speak to a lot of people. Got to know a lot of concerns about breastfeeding, and of course, there's still a lot of misconception, a lot of a lot of people still unaware about the benefits, yeah, and the great impact it has on the baby, the mother, and the child, the infant. Okay, so yeah, we've heard a lot about how the mother's milk, yeah, is made specifically for the child, is made specifically for the child's needs, the child's nutritional needs, the child's immune system. Okay, but at the same time, there are a lot of there's a different angle, there's a different perspective to it that we are not very aware of, yeah, which is how breastfeeding actually develops um, the oral, the mouth, the throat, the cheek, and the tongue. Okay, therefore, us greatly helping swallowing, chewing, and breathing as well. Okay, so yeah, that's something that is rarely spoken about. It's something which is rarely spoken about, uh, and it's a misconception because most mothers or parents who have overlooked this aspect would definitely feel that would definitely feel that uh, if milk alone is your objective, then they could actually do it through feeding bottles, doing it through feeding bottles. So that's, in a way, that's ineffective, in a sense that it does not strengthen the infant's cheeks, infant's mouth, tongue, and therefore not allowing proper uh, anatomical structure of the oral cavity. Okay, so this is something that we can only address by ensuring that the child actually breastfeeds as often as possible. Okay, therefore avoiding a lot of issues later on in life, yeah, such as being a messy eater, such as having issues chewing, breathing, then having snoring issues later in life. Yeah, so these are things that we can avoid by breastfeeding. Okay, because breastfeeding provides better structure, better uh, peristaltic movement, better grip. Okay, therefore it's a way that the child can strengthen their mouth, their muscles at their mouth and their cheeks. Okay, so yes, that leads us down the next issue. Things that you should actually look out for when you're breastfeeding. Okay, such as uh, mastitis, or it may not even be mastitis, it may just be issues which are concerned to you, such as sore breast, nipples, yeah, or you find that your baby is taking too long to feed. Okay, it's a little bit too troublesome. It's a stressful time for the baby. They end up crying, they end up vomiting out the milk, regurgitating out the milk, okay, that they've just swallowed. And yeah, this can lead to colic issues as well. So it's a concern for the mother, and it's a concern for the child as well, that this should not be happening. Yeah, it should not be happening, it should be avoided. So if you do realize that you might be having more problems, or your baby might be having more problems than necessary while breastfeeding, while feeding. Okay, yeah, do consult a pediatrician, do consult a dentist for further opinions as well. Okay, so yes, uh, of course, milk bottles and pacifiers should be avoided. Okay, especially pacifiers, I don't find that necessary. Okay, I don't find it necessary, and particularly because pacifiers, when they're in the mouth, then it causes issues because the tongue does not assume the suitable position. Okay, for proper healthy growth, okay, of the tongue, of the mouth. Okay, so pacifiers should be something that should be avoided. Besides that, milk bottles, yeah, I do understand, yeah, with a lot of working moms nowadays, milk bottles might not be something that can be avoided, but it should be reduced as much as possible. um, yeah, because of its negative effects. Yeah, although yeah, we do know it's convenient, but it's something that has to be avoided, because if you look at the structure of the milk bottle, um, it's not as wide, it's not as soft as a mother's breast. Yeah, so it's not something that we can depend on to strengthen the structure of uh, the infant's mouth. Okay. mm, Correct. So another tip that I can share with you, yeah, would be, do take note about your child's sleeping position. Okay, if they are at a certain position a little bit too often, you find that the sleep with their head turned to the left or the right a little bit too often, and any attempts to change their position will lead to crying or them waking up. Okay, or maybe they might sleep and they wake up suddenly crying, unable to breathe. Okay, or probably also because uh, you realize that they do make any sound, okay, while sleeping, sound that may come out through the nose, through the mouth, any type of sound. uh, if you are unsure of anything, yeah, you could even record the sound that your child is making. Show it to your pediatrician. Yeah, um, if that's a concern to you, and I suggest that should be a concern to you, because infants, while they're sleeping, they can produce sounds. Okay, and you might not be sure, yeah, if that's something that you should be concerned about. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that are necessary. Okay, these are the knowledge that you should definitely be equipped with. And yes, it has been yeah, over the past 10 days, yeah, I've had questions regarding these, and a lot of parents just feel that yeah, there's a lot of awareness, on breastfeeding, but not so much on the structural benefits of it. Yeah, so that's still at an infancy stage. So as we can see, it's not just nutritionally as well. It's not just through it's not just by providing nutrition, providing certain degree of immunization, certain uh, degree of it's not just as simple as feeding, yeah, and making sure they grow. We need to make sure that the child grows as normal as possible. We want to ensure that the oral cavity, the mouth, the jaw, okay, has enough space for the teeth and the tongue, all right, to definitely avoid future issues. Okay, so yeah, this is another aspect that we should consider, that we should think of. Yeah, I'll definitely be making another video on the other benefits of breastfeeding and structural issues. Yeah, so any questions you have, just drop down the comments below, and take care. See you.